The following review is going to be on Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Blackarachnia. Stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're going to do a review on the Transformers Kingdom War For Cybertron Trilogy Deluxe Blackarachnia. First, as always, we take a look at the package. There's Transformers Generations, there's Blackarachnia, the Kingdom logo, and then you have her in robot mode, in spider mode, and then there she is in the plastic cutout. Now they are doing more of the cardboard, less plastic, but that's just fine. Here's the UPC if anybody wants to freeze it. On this side is the Kingdom poster. On this side it says Deluxe Class, and on the back it is Blackarachnia in 20 steps from robot to spider and back again. Let's see, that's the Predacon symbol, and she's WFC-K5. Now let's crack her open and see what she looks like. Okay, now, I've never showed you guys this before, but I've always mentioned sometimes when you open these, on the very back is where they store the weapon. This happened with Warpath, and this happened with Cheetor. And I want to make sure you guys know, always check back here. Because see, look, it's still tied down. But 9 times out of 10, if there's a weapon involved, it's going to be stored right back here. And if you just take the robot out, you won't see it. And also, don't forget the card. We'll look at the card real quick. There's the golden disc. And we've got another Autobot arc. Now, there's the arc, if you can see it. And then when you peel it, there's the arc Crash Land in the Forest. I think there's 4 cards in this first set, in this first wave. Just wanted you to show that. Now, let's cut her open and see and start the review. Now, first we will go through that weapon again. This is it looks like a little crossbow, and it is gold and brown. Let's see, I bet you these 2 little tabs are going to be how we attach it, and we got the 5mm port for the handle. And then we'll take a look at the instruction booklet. Transformers Blackarachnia. And let's see, the black and green, basically you attach it to her hand, which is no problems. And then when we go into spider mode, here's how you attach the gun into here in the very bottom, and that's it for the instructions. And now we'll look at Blackarachnia. So, obviously she's yellow and black, and she's actually very nice looking. I mean, she's got see, she's yellow, black, she's got little red on her head. She's got little red on the back. And she's just mostly the yellow and black. And we'll take a look at her. There's her face. She's got like a lighter yellow for the mouth and orange for the rest of the head. She's got the black eyes. She's got some brown spiders on her chest area, on her boobs. Let's see. She's got yellow. Now these are attached to her upper bicep, which is we'll figure out later. You go down. I guess these are like the eyes. She got black, and she doesn't have like the fur like Optimus Primal had, but it is a little textured right there. Again on the leg, and there's her feet. And on the back, not really a backpack, just the shell of her, and she's got red on the back, and that's about it. Now for articulation. Her head does a whole 360. It goes up that far, and she's got a lot of up and down movement. The arm does a 360 this way. It goes out that far. You got 90 degrees at the elbow, and the elbow itself moves, or you can move the whole entire bicep, or if you hold this in place, it is separate. The claws don't move. No waist articulation. Other hand the same way. 90-degree angle. She's got the claws. The backpack, well, not really. Moves that much. It's actually pretty smooth. Let's see, her legs, she's got, oh, only that far kick. Back, she can go farther. She can do the whole split. Ooh, she's got 2 joints. Well, no, she's got one big joint, so she can do almost the whole turn. Let's see. Not really much at the hip. And her foot goes up and down. And it also is a rocker from side to side. And the foot up, down, side. Again, the knee. And then the foot. You can do up, down. And I like how they do the rocker. So you could put them in like this. And that is pretty cool. And then I guess this, what, you just put in her hand? Yeah, I guess so. And I also noticed there's no 5mm ports on her. Maybe back here, but again, you got 5mm ports there and on the back, and that's about it. Okay, now that we've gone through articulation, let's do some robot to robot comparisons and then more of the robot body. Now, our first robot to robot, we're going to do the whole entire of Wave 1. So this is the core class. This is how Blackarachnia compares with the Rat Trap, Vertebrake, and Optimus. And then she is a deluxe, so we're going to bring in Deluxe Paleotrex. And we've got Deluxe Cheetor. And we'll bring in our non-beast Deluxe Warpath. So there is all 4 Deluxes. And then the Voyager class, we've got Cyclonus, who should be in the, I think that the Studio 86 and the Kingdom are interchangeable. That is movie accurate. And then we've got Optimus Primal. So now here are all your Voyager figures. And then you've got Leader Megatron. And this is based off the Earthrise Kingdom mold, but it's the Netflix coloring. And that is Optimus Prime. So we have all of Wave 1 almost. Now, some things I want to mention too. If you notice, right above her chest area, she's got the Predacon symbol, which is pretty cool. And I want to show you, now that I've had a few days to play around with her, the legs, you can do all sorts of things. What I like to do is put these up, and then you have the wings out like that. Or you could put them in the back and still keep the elbow up. I like how it's on a different joint. So you could turn them all like this, so it's more like a cape. There she is like that. Or let's see, you could put them really out there so you don't even see them in her profile. And then you could pull them forward. I wonder if she's going to be able to use them like this to grab things. Like that. I mean, there's so much you can do, and I like how it's the elbow is separate and this is on the upper bicep. So it's pretty cool how you've got a lot of options with the legs that you can pretty much do however you want it. Okay, now let's do transformation. And before we transform her, I just wanted to show again that there are 2 5mm ports on the bottom of the feet. So as always, you can make her like flying. And she's got 2 back here, which we're going to show later on. We'll try to fossilize her with Paleotrax. But for right now, let's transform this gal. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is pull this out from the back and extend this like that. We're going to move her head around so she's facing the back. Then you want to take her whole abdomen and pull it out like that. So then what you're going to do is we're going to put our arms together, and just like Optimus Primal, you're going to pull this out and you're going to rotate it and put it back in. See, so they're using the same gimmicks they did on the other one. And then we're just going to put these out of the way for right now. Now we're going to work on the feet. Now the feet are the hardest part. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's do this. You want to take her breastplate, and careful, there's a little tab in there, just like Cheetor's tab on the back of the head. It keeps getting knocked off or broken off. A lot of reviewers are saying that, but mine's still there. And then you want to take this, and you want to get this so it's just above the breasts like that. Alright, and let's put the legs now. We're going to take the legs or the pincers and turn them around, because there's little tabs that go together. So we're just going to turn it here, and we're going to put these two tabs in. And we're going to keep her like that for right now. Now we're going to work on the feet. Alright, now our legs back here, see these actually move out just a little. They're closed and they move out. And what you want to do is bring the legs all the way up, like so. And then the other one, oh, this is already moved out. Bring that up. Now, this is the tricky part. You're going to have to get these legs underneath here. So what you want to do is also, you want to move this whole piece. Oh, let's get the legs. Oh, let's flip out the legs the other way. Come on, this is the hard part. I guess it helps if you move it up. There you go. Alright, so let's forget about her boobs for right now. Let's try to get these legs up. And you want to try to get the patterns to match. And this one foot is... Alright, so that foot looks good. And this foot... There. That's tabbed in. See how you want to get the texture moving in the same direction. Now let's get these to cover her breastplate again. The feet are the hardest. There's this. If you had one gripe about this figure, it's the clearance issues. They don't give you much room. There we go. So now the breastplate is behind that, and the feet are now together. Good. That was the hardest part. Now what you want to do is just straighten this up. And you want to move the legs. So let's see. Let's put this back again together. Here we go. She got her head right there looking at you. Put the pincers together. Well, let's move these down like this. The hardest part is the clearance of trying to get the black carapace, the back, over the breastplate, while at the same time moving the legs underneath the main body. That's the hardest part, but I think, are we done? Let's see. Legs are together. That's what she looks like from the front. Legs together. Her back. And there's no way, I wish these, I might want to flatten her out. There's really no way of these snapping in. But what you do is you've got these two tabs on the weapon, and I believe they go in, you can't really see, there's black tabs right there. So what you want to do is put these in. There we go. Oops. Let's see, and you want to put these two little pegs in here. and snap them in. And now she doesn't have visible head syndrome anymore. There's what she looks like from the front. And that's what she looks like from the back. Are these still? No, these came out of alignment. Alright, so that is Blackarachnia. So the hardest part is getting the legs underneath the back at the same time, putting the breastplate behind here. The clearance issues are not that good with this figure, but you just got to get used to it. And when she's all done, let's see, she doesn't snap into place real good. And let's see. So this is the front. You got all those little red eyes. This is just a weapon, but I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. You can see the knees. See, this knee is popping out again. There you go. There's the front. And the side, you could basically see the whole body. There's this back. She's got all this yellow in the back. Pincers came undone again. Let's see. There's the side. And she's got that nice red markings on the back. She's textured like Optimus Primal is. And she's a pretty good spider. Most people say not as good as the Masterpiece. But what do you expect from a mainline figure? And I like to do again, I like to take the pincers and do the front two out like she's grabbing something. Like that. And why is she not? I wish this figure would snap in. There's nothing to snap this in. That's the only problem with this figure. I mean, the engineering is pretty neat on it. How everything folds up in the body. But nothing connects it. I mean, at least have something where back here where these could slide underneath here. But these two come together. And they're always coming apart. And, well, it is what it is for a $20 figure. Still, this Kingdom line, I mean, I give kudos to Hasbro for taking chances on some of these figures again. And there she is again. I tried to make her more a little compact, but not bad. We're just going to compare her to all the beasts. So we've got Blackarachnia versus, or Vertebrake and Rat Trap. That's how those guys compare. Then we're just going to bring in Paleotrex and Cheetor. They're all deluxes, but notice how they're all, this one's tall, he's long, and she's a short squabby. And then we're going to bring in Voyager Optimus Primal, right there. And then we're going to bring in, the bad boy, Kingdom Megatron. And that is how those guys compare. And that is all for our alt modes. She's not really a bad character. I mean, the spider is just the way the body fits together. Nothing snaps together. You really need the weapon to hold her together, kind of like what Warpath has. But the legs, I mean, we'll do articulation. Again, these move all the way around. They're on ball joints, but if you move them too far, they will snap off. And then remember, this is on that arm joint, so you can move this up and down that much. Up and down. And then these, of course, you can move up and down. So that's the articulation for the spider. Now, to get her back is a little easier. First, we'll take the weapon off. And then what we want to do is we'll pull the legs up. Get them out of the way. Then let's just pull the knees or the legs down. We'll just get these out of the way. And then we'll rotate these like that. And see, now you got the regular waist. Let's get her feet together. So now she's like that. And then what you want to do is pull this out, rotate it around, put it back in, get these arms out of the way. Let's see, we'll flip the head back up, turn it around, and let's see, this goes in the, like that, and the breasts will snap in, and then we'll put her head up, and then the legs, again, you could do whatever you want. We'll just turn them sideways for right now. And then the back, fold this up, and this backpack's on this double joint. And now you've got Blackarachnia. And rotate the claws around so the big one's on the outside. And there she is in her yellow and black glorious self. Now we're going to take Paleotrex. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take parts of Paleotrex. And she's only got the 5mm back here. So we're going to put that like that. I wonder if I've never done this before, so I'm doing all on live. Let's see. Whoops, this will go right back there. So she's got the legs on the bottom. Well, there's really not much you can do. Because like I said, the only pegs she has are right there. Or you know what, actually, you know what? Let's take these off. And like we did with the other one, we can make these Paleotrex. You can also do, when I did the Paleotrex review, this is how we did Warpath. There you go. You can make them sit on these actual legs, which is pretty neat. See, I try not to do these beforehand on that. I try to come up with ideas so you can watch me. All right, so there she is with the feet. So now she's a jumping spider. And let's see what else we can do. Let's put this on the back of one leg. There. So now the biggest disappointment with this Kingdom line is the fossilizers, because you can't fossilize Optimus Primal. You can't fossilize Cheetor. You can only fossilize basically Warpath. So what is the purpose of fossilizing everything? Of having a fossilizer if you can't use it? And then we'll stick her, and you can always stick this back here. And we'll use this as a gun. There. And that's about it, what we can do with Blackarachnia. So, she's a good character. I like her in robot mode and in spider mode. I just wish there was a way to snap her together. But the way the articulation is pretty good on this character. I mean, the face sculpt is pretty good. Just everything about it. It's got good articulation. I love the legs, the pincers, the weapon. The only thing, though, I wish they could have done a little better on the spider mode. Maybe snapping everything together. Or maybe have another 5mm peg. Maybe right here in the back. You know, right in the middle where you wouldn't be able to see it. But anyway, that's my review for Blackarachnia. The final piece of our Wave 1 Kingdom Transformer characters. Now we're just waiting on Studio Series 86 and Wave 2. Alright, so please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Please comment below what you like, what you don't like. Check out the channel. We do Transformers, we do DC and Marvel, we do new toy sightings, we do DVD unboxings, we do it all. Just like, subscribe, turn on notifications. And as Rodimus Prime once said, till all are one, watch out for the spider.